Hi, let's work on our core slightly, and we are going to practice planks today. So before we move into plank, let's make sure we engage our core as we hold our planks. So we're not putting any unnecessary pressure on any other body part. In planks, please listen to your body. We can feel some pressure through the lower back, maybe through our shoulders or any other body part. If it's getting too much, drop down to a lower level, or feel free to come out completely of that position, and you can rest in child's pose for a few breaths, and then you can start back in. So our alignment is very important. If there are any health issues, so if there are any shoulder trouble, any back tension, any hip tension, please modify accordingly if you know the modifications. If you are unsure, either stick with the lower options or feel free to just give this one a miss. Okay, so yes, very important. Please do listen to your body, work with it. We're going to start with low option and then gradually progress further and further. Once we are aligned and we are breathing, very important, we're breathing smoothly all the way through, then we move into a higher option. And as we are in higher option, if our breath is becoming quite strenuous, again, come out of that position and maybe next time go to a slightly lower option. Giving your body time to adjust to these options, to these exercises, holding, and then we'll be able to go further, deeper into our exercise without putting any pressure on our back, on our hips or our shoulders. Let's set up for our planks. We are coming forward, down on earth. So let's start by bringing our legs hip width apart. And then we're coming up on our elbows with our elbows right under our shoulders. Let's slide our shoulder blades down into back. Lightly press your hands into earth and surge your heart forward. Maybe we feel a bit of a stretch down to the belly button. Keeping our shoulders back and down, engaging our core muscles to 40%. So try to bring your hip bones closer towards each other. And we need to keep the core engaged all the way through as we hold our position. So when you're ready, breathe out through the mouth, tucking the tailbone under slightly, flattening the lower back a bit. And we're lifting our hips around 3 to 4 inches away from earth for our first option. And we hold this position for 3 to 4 breaths. Continue to breathe smoothly. And then we breathe out and relax our hips back down. If that felt quite comfortable, let's go to our second option. We're breathing out, tucking tailbone under, and we're coming up on our knees now. So hips and shoulders are pretty much in one line. Eye gaze is down, back of neck open and aligned. We're holding for 4 to 5 breaths now, or for as long as it feels right for you. Keeping the body still, let your core do all the work, keep the core engaged. Then we breathe out, relax your thighs, relax your hips down. Our third option is full plank, so we're coming into full plank. Taking shoulders back, breathing out, lightly tuck your tailbone under, let the lower back flatten, come upon your knees, and then we tuck our toes and take our knees away from earth. Now we hold 5 to 6 breaths, 5 to 6 inhalations, 5 to 6 exhalations. Staying still, again feel those deeper abs work. Lightly engage your glutes, your hips a bit if you like. Please check our hips don't sink. If they are sinking, lift them back up. And not too high either. Maintaining that nearly straight line through the body. Then we breathe out. Lower your knees first. Unhook your toes, then your thighs and hips down. And we can choose either of these 3, maybe practice 2 to 3 more rounds of this. But if the full plank felt okay, let's take it even further. We're going to breathe out, tailbone tucks under, keeping shoulders back, up on our knees, and we take our knees away from earth. Now, keeping our body still, not very intense option, we're going to breathe out, lower one knee down, let it touch lightly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower the other knee. Inhale up. Keep the movement just in that one leg. Everything else in the body stays still, and we know our core is working then. Do up to 4 to 5 sets of your knee drops. One knee down, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Making this the last set now. Still breathing. And then both knees down. Exhale, lower your thighs, lower your hips. 1, maybe 2 more rounds of this. If it's getting too much, you can either come all the way down or feel free to come in child's pose. But I'm sure we're going for another round, so let's go, let's set up. Breathing out, core engaged, tuck the tailbone under, come up on your knees. Let's take those knees away for a while. Keeping our body still, we're breathing out, lower one knee, inhale left, exhale drop the other, inhale up. Nothing else moves in the body, keeping our eye gaze straight down to earth, so neck stays aligned, chin lightly tucked. I'll be feeling it in those deeper abs. 1 or 2 more sets. Stay with me, nearly there. Equal lunges on both legs. And then breathe out. Knees down, thighs and hips down. Feel free to stop here or do another set. So choose the option you prefer. If you like, we can rest our forehead on hands or lift up and press back to child's pose. Let your arms wrap around the body and just take a few deep breaths down to your hips, into your back and shoulders. Exhale and let go. Just a couple more breaths, exhaling and releasing. And then taking our arms overhead, let's walk our fingertips away from the body as we press our hips back. Stretch from your fingertips down to your tailbone. Breathing in, we're tucking tailbone under lightly and rolling up through the spine.